Welcome to this video overview of JustServe, a volunteer matching site that provides members and missionaries with opportunities to partner with the community in identifying needs and responding to those needs in the spirit of charitable service. The doctrine of service and love has always been a core doctrine in the Church and at the center of true Christian discipleship. President Monson often teaches this doctrine.
The Apostle Paul admonished, by love, serve one another. Recall with me the familiar words of King Benjamin in the Book of Mormon. When ye are in the service of your fellow beings, ye are only in the service of your God.
We learn much about service from prophets, our standard works, the temple, and even our handbooks. In the church handbook, we read, church members are encouraged to give personal and compassionate service to those in need. They should be anxiously engaged in a good cause, serving without being asked or assigned. And some opportunities to care for those in need come through church callings. Other opportunities are present in members' homes, neighborhoods, and communities. The Mission President's Handbook adds, missionaries should follow the Savior's example by seeking to serve others, particularly non-members, and in seeking opportunities for planned service activities in the community, missionaries should work with the local church leaders to identify worthwhile projects. In Preach My Gospel, missionaries are taught, through service, you and those who are prepared for the restored gospel come together in a powerful, inspiring way. Your good works will help people recognize you as a servant of God. As a missionary, you will offer such planned service each week. Finally, from the Missionary Handbook, in addition to unplanned acts of service, you should seek opportunities for service projects in the community each week. Your service should not replace the efforts of priesthood quorums and auxiliaries, especially in meeting the needs of members. As members, most of us view humanitarian and community service as a critical component of becoming a disciple of Christ, but we don't know where to begin. JustServe is the answer. It's a resource to help members, leaders, and missionaries participate in community service as taught in the Scriptures by modern-day leaders and as requested in the handbooks of the Church. It's a resource to hasten the work of salvation. JustServe also helps solve three fundamental challenges the Church faces today. Those challenges are, the Church and its members are broadly misunderstood by the general public. Missionaries struggle to be productive during the middle of the day. And many less active members remain ostensibly loyal but not engaged in church activities. Community service is an important element in solving these challenges. With JustServe, church members work with community partners to relieve suffering, care for the poor and needy, and enhance the quality of life in the community. There is no ulterior motive to this service. We don't serve because we want others to join the church. Rather, we model the second part of the Golden Rule, to love, do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great. As members, the positive outcomes of JustServe are many. They include the opportunity for state public affairs committees to establish many meaningful relationships with community leaders, the opportunity for members to engage more fully in the community, working with non-members to provide meaningful service, and the opportunity to correct misconceptions, increase mutual understanding, and build bridges with those not of our faith. JustServe.org is a helpful resource for families, home and visiting teachers, youth leaders, young single adults, bishops, relief societies and quorums, and missionaries. The list of ways to use this valuable resource is long and ever expanding.
When members find JustServe, they become animated and excited. Everyone wants to give service.
JustServe is a new initiative to encourage members of the church to get out and serve more in the communities.
But there are challenges that face us every day in the day-by-day world all around us that need to be addressed. And the church has tremendous strength. The membership of the church, the individuals in the church have a tremendous ability
To make friends, to help alleviate suffering where they find it, to make our communities better places.
This has given us an opportunity to sow seeds on a broader level with a group more inclined to think like we do about service and about Christ.
I have a great admiration for them and for the type of work that they do outside of their church for other people.
It puts us in places that we couldn't go before.
to reach out in a very energetic way to help meet those needs.
Really is the opportunity for missionaries to get involved in the community.
And I see the love shown because when they come full force.
We could not keep our parks up without our volunteers.
Volunteers are a huge asset to St. Joseph's. Without volunteerism, we would not be able to operate.
They came in and did a lot of great work. They did some work in the kitchen. Up here was peeling paint, was all peeling back. They moved everything pretty much out to get the job done.
It's from like litter cleanup to special projects to cleaning my boat docks.
They serve with me down in the pantry, and they assist the families, and they help them load their groceries. They also help prepare food for distribution.
They are very respectful. They listen. They don't have an attitude like a lot of young people do. They're willing to sweat. They're willing to, sometimes they get blisters.
They also sometimes work with our not-so-volunteers, and they bring a spirit that actually, how do you say it? It carries on to those other volunteers, and so it makes them more enthusiastic.
And I was really excited about the fact that how much care and maintenance, they take it like it's their own place. They did a great job of this.
It not only gives a sense of accomplishment and feeling of that you've made a difference in somebody's life for the volunteer, but it also makes them aware of their community.
It just helps me feel more like Christ, The Christ, he didn't just teach people, he didn't just walk around and talk to people, he acted.
I think it's important to serve with your family because then your family will come closer together with you.
I'm looking at 3 future missionaries. We both want these future missionaries to learn how to work and to give back and how to do it with an attitude of joy, of happiness, of thankfulness.
This is what missionary work is all about. It's just showing an example of Jesus Christ and showing our love for God's children. And this is how we're going to do it. This is how people are going to see us for who we really are as disciples of Christ.
Yeah, it adds a new element to missionary work. We're here helping them out, and they see that. We've been serving with people that on the street probably would have just pretended to ignore us.
I would always have my stock answer ready for me should I interact with one of the missionaries.
Whereas when we're serving side by side, we can have some excellent conversations, and they're really open to hear what we believe, why we do what we do, and why we're out serving.
And so I saw us as having, I guess, competing interests. Now I see the missionaries as partners, as participants.
We're supported by many churches at our agency, and it's really nice to see them working together for a common goal.
This is one of the projects that was done by LDS youth. The youth came and they did perform a particular major job for us by taking out our shed.
I just thought that was amazing that we weren't helping our church, we were helping another church. I saw a lot of members come and help us serve. A lot of the young men, it was really fun.
We're meeting people and making friends of other faiths, neighbors, and now they know a Mormon family.
Develop dialogue with local leaders, with other churches, with service providers, Salvation Army, soup kitchens, food pantries. We have a dialogue with these people now where we had nothing in the past.
I've actually started reading some of the Book of Mormon too. So I won't tell them that though, but it makes me more curious. And so it's like, wow, the lead by example is an absolutely wonderful thing.
JustServe is organized under the direction of the stake president. Each of the stakes in this pilot area have organized a JustServe committee.
The Stake JustServe Committee has one main responsibility, and that is to find opportunities in the community and then evaluate them against the guidelines, the simple guidelines that have been provided, and then to post those opportunities on the website.
I started with the City of Sunnyvale and went to their website and looked at all of the volunteer opportunities, and I found there 30 organizations who use volunteer labor, and that's where it started. It was like a gold mine.
One of the beauties of this is that we don't have to call any new people. These are people who are working in their existing roles, but it helps them to focus on that which all of us want to do, which is to give Christ-like service. And when members of the committee go out into their wards and into the community and find opportunities to serve, that's when the magic of JustServe begins to happen.
Currently, we're connecting with local nonprofits, building relationships with them and finding ways that either we as public affairs or the JustServe website can be of service to them.
Now, their responsibility doesn't end there. They also need to promote the website and train the members, teach the members how to use the website.
I think the website's really critical to making JustServe work because it provides a common clearinghouse, if you will, for service opportunities where members and non-members of the church, anybody, can come together and see the opportunities to serve that are out there.
We know this is a safe place to go serve, and if you don't really have time to go, look for something yourself, you just go onto the site and go look at it.
It's very easy to use. It's very easy to find opportunities that are close to you and that follow your interests or what your family likes to do and is capable of doing at the different ages.
My family, we went and we delivered a food basket to a family that they lived in a garage of a house. And it was freezing cold, it was November, but the door to the garage was open because they were cooking. My teenage daughter came with me. As we left that house, she started to cry. And she said, "Dad, we need to do more of this because I feel so good about helping people." And it's those type of blessings that change your life, that make you want to understand what the Savior taught about service. And if we serve like He served, JustServe helps us to do what the Savior wants us to do.
We view this as a long-term endeavor where we're basically presenting ourselves to the community in a new light, and we anticipate that that'll take some time.
We tear down schisms and walls that men had built up because of the fear of the unknown. It helped me realize that Mormons are people too. They're just people from another side of the wall.
It will truly perfect the saints, teach us to be true servants of the Lord and followers of Christ.
Please come sign up, and it already has momentum and moving forward.
If we can help the members of the church really engage, really reach out to the community, really become involved in a meaningful way, I think it's a game changer.
Getting started is easy. Go to JustServe.org and click on Sign In Register in the upper right-hand corner. On the sign-in page, click Register Now. Fill in the requested information and click the box to verify that you are 13 years of age or older and agree to the terms and conditions of the site. Then click Create Account. This returns you to the home page where you'll see that an activation email has been sent to the email address you used to register. You'll need to click the link in that email verifying your email address before you can register for a project. Once your account is verified, you'll be able to log in at JustServe.org using your newly created username and site password. To search for volunteer opportunities near you, enter a city and state or zip code, then click Search. The resulting display shows the latest results for all volunteer opportunities in the desired area. To see the detail on a listing, just click the colored title text. The details page starts with the dates, times, and location of the opportunity, along with a map and directions link and social media links. Further down on the page, you'll find more information about the sponsor, their website, the opportunity description, participant notes such as helpful skills, the point of contact, and sponsor info. To sign up for the project, click the Volunteer button and follow the pop-up instructions. In this case, it's a redirect to the sponsor's website.